So, you want to set up sequences in Nimble. Well, I'm going to try and show you a quick and dirty way to get them going. It's a fairly robust thing in Nimble, but I kind of set them up kind of simply, and I'm going to share that with you right here, and hopefully it helps you. So let me switch here. I'm going to go between. Here we go. So this here is my Nimble screen for sequences. If you go into your dashboard and you hit outbound, then you click sequences, you'll come up to this screen. These are the sequences that I have running, but I'm going to start a brand new one here and show you the quick and dirty that I do. And so we're just going to click new sequence here. And it does come with a lot of templates that you can use. I tend to create my own because Nimble isn't really just a voice actor thing. And I don't know, maybe some people use all the features. I don't. So I'm just going to create a blank one and go through the basic steps. I haven't tried this generate with AI yet. Because mine are pretty simple. As a matter of fact, what I do is sometimes I just, duplicate the other ones and just change a few things. But let's start from the beginning. Create blank. Type a new sequence name. I'm just going to write test sequence. If you have a team, you can click this so more than one person can look at the sequence and work with it, but I'm the team, and for most of you, you're probably the only person in the team, so we can leave that unchecked. So click Create New Sequence, and now we have this screen here. So what you're going to do is first you want to start the sequence. This is going to be your first email, but you might want to I start with a delay. So let's say I put in a contact at whatever time during the day, but I want the email, this email sequence to start on the next morning, or if I want it on a specific date or something. But I usually start mine on the next morning. So if I'm sitting here at 8 o'clock at night and I found a contact and I want to throw it in the sequence, it won't send the email at 8 o'clock at night. It'll wait till the time I select. So I'll click add up here, and I'm going to add a delay. You can add a condition, an activity, move in a workflow, a message. But right now I'm going to pick this here, add a delay. So now I can put here 1 day, and you can I skip Saturdays and Sundays. Most of our contacts work a regular work week, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm not going to send them on the weekend, even if they do work on the weekend. The only ones that I probably do that for, I'll send them any day, is political, because if I'm lucky, they'll bother me anytime they need me. So they're probably working a lot, especially now during election season. So that's it. 1 day, and I click apply. I can easily set a specific weekday. I could change how many hours or days I want it to wait, but this is my particular way of setting this up. Apply that, and then save delay. So now you can see up here, next step is delay 1 day, skipping Saturday and Sunday. Now I can have my first email that I set up. Email number 1. You write your subject, test, email number, that's not a number sign, number 1. You can write your contact, your message in here. If you have a template for your emails, you would find them over here you can have my templates over it, and I have a few that I have already set up. You can create your own. But let's just say I'm going to write any message here. You can write any message you want here. Other things you can do at this point are add your signature. There's my signature. Put the cursor back up here. I can add a merge tag, which will say first name. So I can, if I put this in the beginning and go, hi, what happened there? Hi, first name, comma, and then I can start typing my message, whatever that is. Obviously, that's not the message, but let's just assume it is. At the bottom here, very simply, enter another command here, the editor commands, and you want to add an unsubscribe link. Now, Nimble has all of these things in here. I just use the legacy unsubscribe all, and what that does is, if someone clicks that, it will automatically remove them from any email sequence that they're in. The contact will still stay in your list. It will still stay listed in your sequence, but it will be unsubscribed at this moment. If you have any of these other things, you can select them. This will depend on what you're using your sequence for. This way, I just leave this. You can also change this. Click here to, I usually say, opt out of future communications. And I say that, I use that instead of the other one, because I don't want them to feel like they were already subscribed to something. So click here to opt out of future communications. This is going to be my cold outreach. They haven't heard from me yet. So I don't want them to feel like they've somehow secretly been subscribed to something of mine and they haven't. So I write this. You can use any wording you want. I click save, and that's down there. And that's pretty much it. Now, if I go to save message, that's it. So I have one delay, then I add the message. An important thing here on the right, if you see this here, global conditions, any message that was unsubscribed will now, that they will be exited. These are global conditions. This will happen automatically, and bounced also. If you want to add a global condition, and I usually do, I simply add replied. Any message was, and then I click on reply to. I leave this as exit successfully because they replied to me. I don't know yet what that reply is when I make this condition, but if they've already replied to me, I've gotten a response, whether it's a yes or a no or a maybe. Then I create. Now, you can also add conditions here. So I can add a condition here after the email, and I can add a replied, bounced, not bounced. I mean, you can get pretty open, clicked on. You can get pretty granular with this. I tend to keep it really simple and just use these global conditions here. If you check condition, if you select once, it's only going to check it relatively quickly after you send it, which works for maybe bounced, right? Because you'll probably get bounced pretty quickly. Unsubscribed, you won't. You won't get any exit. And replied, obviously, is not going to happen almost instantly anyway. However, you can use these. I just happen to use these because it's global, and generally, these global conditions are checked periodically. So it doesn't only happen that one time. Or if you wait for, then I can check the condition, wait the same thing as the delay thing up here that we added here, the delay. You can, the same kind of specific things you can check. It's a little bit, involved at this point. You got an if-then statement basically here. If it's a condition is met, you add an action, add to workflow, or add to another sequence, or you can exit unsuccessfully. And so if it was, let's say, bounced, and exit unsuccessfully, otherwise continue. Step name must not be empty. Oh. Condition 1. Okay. Save condition. So now I have my first delay, my first email, and my first condition. Check once if previous message was bounced. If not, this little line tells you it continues going on. And here's where you would add your next delay. So let's just say you're going to wait a week before your next one. Skip days, Saturday and Sunday, apply, save delay, and then you just keep going down and down and down. So I usually have my first reach out, then 7 days later, it's kind of like, hey, sent you an email last week. Hope you read it, whatever. And then I probably do one more month from there, and then I go into quarterly reach outs. And you can pre-populate this. And then as soon as you move someone into the sequence, the rest of it becomes automatic. If you have a need for some of the other conditions or being a little bit more granular, great. You can do that. This is just a very basic way of setting it up. Like I said, a quick and dirty way of setting this up. And I don't know. I hope it helps. Peace.